Hello everyone, welcome back to
Kimchi soda,
Soda?
and I think I'm Kim.
Yeah, I think so too.
I've forgotten. It was
We
a past
are
life.
currently freezing
It's so cold.
because we are in the
We're in Kola
witches.
in Russia.
Witches?
In Russia. What?
I'm just gonna keep saying witches and see how we react.
Which is currently at war with Ukraine, and we do not endorse it, and so we're not spending any money here, which means we're rationing.
Ah,
Yeah.
doesn't mean we're homeless currently.
Yep.
Our coordinates are 68.88 and 33.05. We have received a few complaints from people saying that we spend too much time talking about the decimal places for our coordinates.
Have we actually received complaints?
No.
Okay. But in the best case scenario, we receive complaints.
You're right.
Any feedback is good feedback.
So I'm responding to the potential negative feedbacks.
Okay, cool.
This place has a quick fact.
Oh yeah, I've got a quick fact. So we're just outside the city of Murmansk, which is the largest city north of the Arctic Circle. So, if you want to know the southernmost city in the world, I've also been there. It's Ushuaia in Argentina.
The Regional Museum of Local History has
Don't just read the Wikipedia. Ayo.
I want to just read it because it'd be funny that I can only stop mid-sentence
Okay,
because
keep going.
the Regional Museum of Local History has cultural and I can't read the word
More. Okay, moving on. So, in Murmansk, we've watched some films. I mean, I've watched one film that Soda hasn't seen, but we watched a film together. We watched Leon the Professional.
This film is quite old. When is it released?
Don't know, I think it might be pre-2000, but maybe it's not. We should check this up. While Soda checks it up, I'll do a summary of the plot. It's about a hitman living in New York. He's French. He's kind of cool. He's got some shades and he wears a little beanie. And he comes into contact with a child who loses her family, and then he starts training her to be a young assassin. And there's some controversial elements.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, well, namely that. Do you want to elaborate?
Yes, so the girl who claims that she's 18 is probably like a 12.
I think it's Natalie Portman is the actress. She's super big now, but I think she was like 12 at the time.
Yes. In that movie, she is crazily in love with this assassin who is probably getting into his 40s.
Yeah, late 30s, yeah.
Yes. And the way she dresses is also quite sexual, the way she talks, and how she just keep asking for kisses and wanting to, like, sleeping in the same bed with this guy is just very uncomfortable to watch.
The whole time we were just sort of cringing because I think, like, under the surface there is a really decent film, like a really cool action film with, like, it could be like a sweet father-daughter sort of type relationship, but instead it's just like this really weird sexualized relationship that just made us both quite uncomfortable. And
this is probably because of the director is a pedophile.
Yeah, well, he was 32. The director is Luc Besson, and he was 32 when he he impregnated a 16-year-old. Yes. And I think he read this film about that relationship. So it makes sense. And something I learned was that this was the cut that we watched was the American cut. They made a French cut, which involved other scenes. And there was a scene where they did go to bed together, and after talking about her wanting to lose her virginity to someone that she loved, and Leon, and then they wake up in the same bed, naked, next to each other, in the French version. And American audiences watched that, and so the studio had to change it.
Yeah, that would have been too much.
Yes.
Way too much.
So you can actually watch that.
Like the whole time, I'm just kind of happy how Leon didn't really do anything to her.
Yeah.
Like even when he finally called her baby, I think it could be interpreted as a parental sort of loving way of saying, "Oh," like how you say, "Oh, you're my little baby" to your kids. So
Yeah.
it's still arguably a healthy relationship.
No. It's like super one-sided. He doesn't do enough to like set boundaries. I guess he's a hitman, so it's not the worst of his crimes. But it's pretty... I'd say it's worse.
Okay.
And the French version is definitely worse.
So, despite being just disgusting, this film actually received quite a good review on IMDb.
Yeah,
It's
people really like it.
8.5 out
It's
of
really
10.
popular. Yeah.
Even on Rotten Tomato, it's 76, which is pretty good. And it was released on
It's a 94 film.
1994.
32 years old.
Yes, it's quite old.
Yeah. As old as he was, the director. When he,
Okay. Okay.
Anyway. Oh.
Moving on. Wait, how would we personally rate this film?
It's like a 6 out of 10. It's like, it'd be like, if it removed all of the creepy stuff, it'd be like an 8 or a 9. But because I just couldn't separate the art from the artist enough, and it just made me so uncomfortable the whole time. And also just because even if the
I don't think
even if the
you
director
separate.
wasn't, yeah, it's so creepy.
Yeah, I'll probably give it the same as 6. But this is a rather memorable film out of all the 6 movies
Yeah.
because of this theme.
Mm.
So it's a good 6, not in a good way, but in a unique way.
Mm.
Moving on, we're going to talk about Obsession, another movie that you watch by yourself.
Oh yeah.
He is really scared after watching this
Yeah,
movie,
was.
and that's why he really wanted to see me after he watched this movie.
Yeah. Soda was getting ramen, and I had to drive over and see her because I needed to de-stress. Anyway.
That sounds really bad after talking about the pedophile
Oh
producer.
man, I didn't mean it like that. I just God. Only. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I'm not gonna cut any of this. This is so funny. Okay, so Obsession is a movie that just got released, and it is basically talking about a friend group of 4 with 2 girls, 2 boys, and one of the main characters, the guy, he has a crush on one of the girl. Let's call her, what's her name? Nikki?
His name is Nikki, yeah.
Nikki. He has a crush on Nikki, but the other girl has a crush on this guy, this main character.
Well, we don't want to give it any spoilers away, but basically, it's in the poster, it's in the trailer. He is like a hopeless romantic and is in love with her, and one day he makes a wish with like this little gimmicky toy that he gets from like a knick-knack shop, like one of those, I don't know, like a crystal balls type shop where you get tarot cards. And he breaks it and makes the wish. I wish Nikki would love me more than anyone else in the world.
And it happened.
And then it happens, but in like the worst way possible, where it's like she's possessed by an entity that wants him more than anything. And it's sort of like the first 20 minutes are set up sort of like a sort of an A24 rom-com in a way, where he's like such a hopeless romantic and he's practicing in front of his friends on how to ask her out, and they're like, dude, that was terrible. And it's sort of like quite funny, but in a really cringe way, where he's just so pathetic. And so when it finally gets to like this scene where he makes a wish and she's straight away just standing outside of his car, it is such a tonal shift that it instantly just becomes so scary. And the filmmaker knows how to use. Oh, by the way, the filmmaker's a YouTuber. He and one of the actors that's in the film have a YouTube channel, and I think they wrote it together. I don't know what it's called, but the filmmaker's called Curry Barker.
Yeah.
So if you look that up on YouTube, you'll be able to find his channel.
Yeah. I think my friend who had ramen with me mentioned this, but he didn't know what's the movie's title, so I didn't know what he was talking about. Now it all clicks.
Oh yeah, so he's made another film before this, like a really low budget, like made for $1,000 type film. So this is his big budget debut, and yeah, he's a really confident filmmaker. He sort of moves the camera with like a lot of precision, slow movements. He lingers on shots, so you see something in the background that at first you're like, huh, that's there, and then you realize, oh, that's what that is, and it makes it horrifying. And there's several scenes throughout the film where it's just the performance from this girl is so insane and so, I guess, unpredictable. Because the reason why it's scary is because you don't know if she's going to be demonic or like start screaming or just be normal or be like super cringe. It's so unpredictable that's where the terror and the horror comes from. So there's so many scenes where you're just on the edge of your seat, just like, please let this finish. I really wanted the movie to end by about. There's a scene halfway through where he like wakes up. I won't spoil anything. He wakes up late at night and she's not in bed. Let's say that. Mm-hmm. And from that point on, I just wanted the film to end. I was so done. In a good way.
Did you scream in the theater?
No, it wasn't that kind of horror.
Ah, okay.
I watched another film that I'd also recommend, Hokum, and that one was like spooky, but then there's a jump scare that is so diabolical halfway through that the rest of the film, and I yelped, and my friend who watches a lot of horror films also yelped. He yelped, and then he nearly landed in my lap. And yeah, that one was bad just because of that jump scare. But this one, there was jump scares, but it was also just horrifying.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it a lot. It's like a 9 out of 10.
That's good.
Like really, really well made film with such
little budget as well.
Like a really tight concept, executed pretty much flawlessly, and really funny as well. Like there's bits where I would have laughed if it wasn't so scary, but I didn't. But funny.
Okay, that's good to hear. Do you want some water before we move on to politics session?
Yes,
We're
please.
going to talk about UK. That's all it has on the paper.
Oh, the UK. How much do you know about UK politics?
They're mostly white, I assume.
That's not politics. That's demographics. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Yes, they are a majority Caucasian country, I guess. Weird way to start. Anyway, at the moment it's the Labour Party in power, similar to Australia, except their Labour Party is probably closer to like our Liberal Party. It's a bit further right on the Overton window. And their current Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, is super unpopular. He just won the last election, so before him it was the Conservatives, or the Tories, and then he won on like, I'm going to change the country, I'm going to change everything, and he really hasn't changed it. It's been in 2 years. He's done nothing. He's basically been the same as the previous government, and people are really fed up with him. And so there's been a rising far-right party, Reform, and there's been a rising left party, rising to a lesser degree but still rising, the Greens, which are similar to the Australian Greens, except I feel like they're more, I don't know, there's more momentum behind them in the UK. Yeah. And maybe that's just because like the dominant left force of the Labour Party in the UK is really weak at the moment. so the Greens are able to surge. Anyway, they've had local elections, and it's basically resulted in the Labour Party losing a lot of ground in these local elections. So like councils, small towns, and both like the major like right-wing competition, the Reform Party has won like thousands, not thousands, like 1,000 seats, and the Greens picked away at a large chunk of Labour. And basically, just sort of cut a long story short, it's resulting in the leader potentially being ousted.
Wait, what does that mean?
His time's up.
Oh.
Someone else should have a go now. So someone else within the party looks like he's going to challenge. Like there was a resignation from his cabinet. Soda is yawning.
It's really interesting, this topic.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Andy Burnham is the potential leader. The interesting thing about him is that he's not in Parliament. Okay, I might move on. He's not in Parliament. He's actually the mayor of Greater Manchester. I can't do it. I think maybe we wrap this up. That's about it.
I was looking at Kim with my eyeball looking at different directions. That's how much I'm enjoying this.
For people who do listen to this podcast, I apologize. I couldn't make this interesting, but maybe that's just the power of UK politics. Anyway, I won't talk about the budget because I think that's worse. The Australian budget is, if you found the UK politics talk boring, oh boy. Soda's actually crying.
I yawn too much.
All right, you want to talk about something interesting? Choose something.
Spring onion cake.
Oh. Well, go ahead, darling.
Okay. Every Sunday, Kim and I go to Milton's Market.
In the month.
And there is one Taiwanese spring onion pancake stall that is so good. So for people who haven't tried it before, it's basically like a wrap, but it's like crispy and flaky, and there's like kind of moist on the inside, and there's like fillings of your choice. But always remember to add Thai basil. It's so good. It has to go with that thing. And we're going to get a food review on the flavors. We've so far tried Taiwanese sausage and mushroom and just plain roll, I guess.
Yeah, so Andy Burnham is the mayor of Greater Manchester. Okay, I won't do that. Yeah, so my personal favourite, I don't know, a mix between the Taiwanese sausage and the mushroom. But they're both good. I don't think you can go wrong there. We try other things too. Like langosh, which are like Hungarian pancakes.
Yes,
What do
they're
you think?
also so good. I don't like anything with spinach when it comes to langos because they are kind of
Metallic?
they make my
grainy?
teeth really, really like rip against each other.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I really don't like that
Yeah, it's
feeling.
the quantity of spinach.
Yeah, I don't like that. So I usually go with the mushroom sour cream cheese one. So good.
It's the same with like gozlema, which are like those, you know, like the flatbreads.
Yes,
you
yeah,
have with
the Greek
spinach?
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turkish, Greek, I don't know. Oh, that's gonna set people off.
Cut it.
Cut it. I support the Kurds. Anyway, I can just correct myself next time. Make sure that I do. I apologize to both the nation of Turkey and Greece. You take over.
What? So yeah, my personal preference is the mushroom pancake over other flavors because in Taiwan, no one actually put these as flavors. It's kind of weird to have these things in a pancake. Did I just make a siren sound effect with my
You
nose?
just whistled.
With my
Oh, that's
nostrils.
the other thing we could talk about.
Oh, yeah, I'm learning how to whistle.
Yeah. Is that the wind? So Soda never knew how to whistle before. She used to just sing, but with her mouth sort of closed, and call that whistling. But she's learnt, and it's all my fault. I'll take all the credit.
All your fault.
I mean, it's all because of me.
You think this is a bad thing that I'm generating wind sound effects?
No, it's really good. We could be employed on film sets.
Why?
Well, where do you think they get the wind sound effects from?
The wind itself?
No, it's from people like you.
You're making shit up again.
No.
You're so bad at this, Kim. Okay. Oh. Do you still want to talk about the budget?
No,
Good. Okay.
I don't even find it interesting.
No, you talk about it for 2 days.
I did, yeah.
You can talk about it.
I need
I'm
friends.
just gonna lie in the bed.
I need new friends. Anyway, I think that's it. Well, on that note, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.